Okay then guys, a couple of frittata recipes for you today. The first one's a bit more fancy. The second one is more, let's say, student type, but they're both made with my own ingredients apart from the dairy bits. Here we go then. Couple of eggs, couple of courgettes, a marrow looking courgette, the tromboncino, a fennel that hasn't bolted, couple of Apache potatoes, Patterson gagat squash, pepper, white pepper for this one, mozzarella, ricotta, grated cheddar, and anything else I could think of really. I missed a few things out. I missed out onion, I missed out tomato, but you'll see me use those later on. And when I was filling it all up, I realised I needed a couple more eggs, so I beat a few more. The eggs are from my daughter's in-laws. They're lovely eggs, they're lovely, really nice. Okay then, so all I'm doing to start off with is crack the eggs in a bowl, add the ricotta, mix it up, and add the two cheeses. I'm using cheddar and mozzarella. You can use whatever you want. It's one of those wing it recipes again. And then it's just a case of peel if you have to and slice. And that was the potato. This is the yellow courgette, the Altina polka. I'll tell you what, they are fantastic. Green courgette that nearly turned into a marrow. And the tromboncino. Nice big long slices with this one. And I sliced the potato because I didn't want to use a potato peeler. Would have been a bit too thin, I think. And that is the Patterson gagat squash. All different flavours, all going to be mixed up. And a piece of fennel, a couple of pieces of fennel. Didn't quite bulb up properly, but I can still use the leaves, whatever you call them. Oh, I forgot the onion. So I very quickly reached across to the hexagonal greenhouse thing and grabbed a drying onion and sliced it, and there he is. Right, and I'm using olive oil to grease the dish. You can use butter, anything you want, and then it's build the dish really. So round and round and round in circles with all the slices. And you're not making this for anybody else apart from yourself, so just do what you want. I put some of the egg mix in the bottom to help things stick down a bit because, for example, the potatoes were sliding off the sides. And just keep building. Looks quite pretty, really. I decided a little bit of colour would come in handy, so I grabbed some tumblers out the hanging basket in front garden, and I realised I needed more egg. It wasn't quite deep enough, so I just poured some more over. A quick shake about, a wiggle just to settle things down, and a scattering of the two hard cheeses, a bit more cheddar and a bit more mozzarella. Give it a nice sort of crusty feel to it. And in the oven, and it turned out to be 45 minutes actually, 175 Celsius. Whew. Well, there you are guys, fresh out the oven. Let it cool down a bit and give it a try, eh? Looks alright. Oh, see that? The sun's come out now, look. Lovely, lovely jubbly. And apart from the eggs and the cheese, I suppose, yeah, it's all mine. Well, I'm guessing that all of you out there know that a frittata is a blank canvas. You could do whatever you want with it. Eggs and basically anything. So just trimming a bit of flat leaf parsley there. Spring onions. These have been in since they've been in the veggie pod since September last year, and these are ishikura again. Yeah, and a few herbs. My little plant by the front door. I can't remember what's in there now. Marjoram, dill, bit of curry leaves. Yeah. Oh, rosemary. Got some rosemary in there as well. And up the allotment, the leaf and ground plot, I picked some perpetual spinach, giving that a wash. That went into water as soon as I got home to stop it wilting. And my first 2 golden courgettes. Okay, then here we go with the cooking. Bit of an awkward one to talk through, really, because this is like the archetypal student food. Everyone can do this. So all I'm doing is chopping up the herbs. The rosemary I'm putting in a separate little pot because I will be cooking the potatoes with the rosemary. Classic Italian combination there. And the rest of the herbs in with the other pot. I think the first lot was dill, actually. Yeah, I love the smell of dill. It's by my front door, big bush of it, and every time I brush by, oh, it's so lovely. Anyway, here's the ishikura spring onions from last year. Just chop them into whatever size you want, really. And the courgettes. Yeah, same again. These are going to go in last because I like the flavour of those fresh. And I just chopped up the spuds into, well, manageable sized pieces, really. I didn't show it, but pat them dry with a bit of kitchen tissue. Stops them sizzling too much. Okay then, get a pan on the go. A big glug of olive oil. My God, do I sound like Jamie Oliver. In with the spuds. What you got to do, just brown these off for about 10 minutes. Get the rosemary in there. Like I said before, classic Italian flavour, rosemary and new spuds. Pan fried. Yeah, like I said, about 10 minutes. But when you're happy, chop the spring onions in. Scallions in America. I've thrown the spinach in now. This is perpetual spinach. I find it a bit, the leaves a bit thicker than normal spinach, if you know what I mean. Doesn't wilt down too quick, so I got it in quite early just to wilt down. And while it's doing that, get the cheese mixed in with the eggs, 4 eggs. Give it a stir around as you do. Well, like I said, courgettes in. These don't want to cook too long, so to me, I just like the taste of raw courgettes. And there we go then. Start cooking. And from now on in, guys, it's basically how to cook a Western omelette. Push the egg to the side so it drips underneath and cooks. If you want to flip it, good luck. The rest of the herbs on top. And what I do, I put a plate over the top to turn it over. Here we go. And then cook the bottom. And then back again to eat. Lovely jubbly. Well, that's about it really, guys. 4 eggs, bit of cheese, potatoes, courgettes, bit of spinach, and some herbs. You can put in whatever you want. Mushrooms, tomatoes out the fridge. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And believe me, it was very nice. I always say it. But then again, I would tell you if it was rubbish.